I am Jeni Stepanek. I am the mother of Katie and Stevie and Jamie and Mattie Stepanek. I am an Irish Catholic who had 4 children in about a 4.5-year time span. When I had my children, I had absolutely no clue that I was carrying an adult onset form of a neuromuscular disease, that I was passing this disease on to my 4 children. So when I was 32, I was finally diagnosed with dysautonomic mitochondrial myopathy, or a defect in the respiratory chain of my mitochondria. I ended up in a wheelchair about 2 years later because it's a progressive disease. On the back of my chair I have a ventilator. All I do is put my mouth on the straw and it triggers a breath. I have a doctorate in early childhood special education and work as a consultant, family specialist, specializing in grief, anticipatory grief, and special health care needs. And I'm a fun person, and Mattie got his great sense of wit from his mother. Mattie was not an accident. Mattie was an unplanned pregnancy, but a spirit meant to be and a very welcome child. He just thought words was one of the greatest gifts we have in the world and wanted to use them wisely, creatively, inspirationally, for humor, for healing, for hope. Wrote 7 books before he died that were published. There's 6 books of poetry and 1 collection of essays and letters about peace. He wrote all of his own speeches that he gave to any organization. He knew that peace was not simply an absence of war, that peace starts in each of us and being okay with who you are as a person. And I think that's really why Mattie fell in love with the MDA. And he said, MDA can't fix us right now, but MDA gives us hope. They're working on a cure. They haven't said, you know what, we can't find it in your lifetime, so why bother? They give me hope, and they give me happiness on the way, on the road to the hope. They send me to summer camp. If my battery dies in my wheelchair, they got another one waiting for me. And just the camaraderie, just knowing that there's this network of people out there that get what it's like to have a disease that changes every year. I mean, MDA is such a gift, and I don't think people see that full range of how MDA directly relates to Mattie's message of hope. You know, when Mattie died, I wasn't sure that I would ever be able to find a sane reason to get out of bed again. I buried all 4 of my kids. I'm divorced. I'm in a wheelchair. When I hit those rock bottom points, if I let somebody else give me a good enough reason, you know, that becomes a good enough reason to get up, and once you're up, all kinds of other reasons start unfolding also. I've known Sandy Newcomb, oh my goodness, since before Mattie was a twinkle in my uterus. Across the years, Sandy and I have become more like sisters than friends. We ended up being 2 divorced women with children that we kind of joined families.
Make me happy, our birds are great.
We've always called ourselves the Stepanek for Stepanek Dobbins, which is her children's last name, and Newcomb, which is her last name. And we've gone on family vacations since Mattie was an infant, shared family holidays. I mean, we've just been a family, as Mattie says, joined by kinship. No matter how many years it's been since Mattie died, since Jamie died, since Stevie died, since Katie died, no matter how much less I could move my arms this year than last year, life is good.
I would be happy if it made my mom's disease feel better.
They're not going to find a cure to this disease in my lifetime. But like Mattie, I believe that finding a cure to any of the diseases is not about a specific lifetime. It's about being a part of the effort, because it's about somebody's lifetime. I am a part of the cure, whether that cure is found in 10 years or 100 years. I have huge respect for what MDA is doing, and I will continue to be supporting MDA and advocating for MDA and doing what I can for MDA for as long as I'm here.